Welcome to the Checkout Point, your quick dive into this week's e-commerce buzz with me, Alex, powered by Blicket. These 20 minutes pack the latest trends, news, and insights. Let's navigate the digital marketplace together. Ready? Let's go!
Hey folks, what's up everyone? Welcome back to The Checkout Point by Blicket.co, where we dive into the freshest e-commerce trends and strategies every week. I'm Max, coming to you slightly over-caffeinated as usual.
And I'm Rachel, glad to be back with you guys for what's shaping up to be another exciting episode. We're actually on week 23, can you believe it? This week's packed with some must-know updates and deep dives into the e-commerce world.
Man, week 23 already? Time flies when you're dissecting digital sales strategies, huh? And hey, speaking of, I'm super pumped that we just published that blog post on Blicket.co. Maximize conversions. Top UX strategies for your product detail pages.
Oh, right. That was a fun one to work on. I can't wait to talk more about it this episode. It covers so much good stuff about simplifying and perfecting those product detail pages that we'll be unpacking in our first segment.
Yeah, and carrying that theme over, we're also diving into the latest AI tools from Shopify, some surprising shifts over at eBay, and what Amazon is up to this week. It's kind of a buffet of e-commerce innovations today.
Exactly. And don't forget, we're also talking about how AI is shaping SEO and diving into some really cool tech trends like VR, AR, and cybersecurity. There's so much tech is changing our daily lives and how we handle security and interactions.
Oh, and speaking of changes, have you heard about Etsy's new appeals process for sellers or Amazon adjusting shipping fees? We've got all the details coming up in one of our later segments.
I've got my notes ready for that one. It's going to be interesting to see how these tweaks might refine the shopping and selling experience for tons of users. But first up, let's dig into those UX strategies and get everyone clued up on the best ways to boost those conversions.
Let's make it happen. Grab your coffee or tea, no judgment here, and let's get into it. Hey Rachel, I was reading through our latest blog post on Blicket.co, and I think it's something our listeners would really dig. It's all about upgrading those product detail pages on e-commerce sites.
Ah, the infamous product detail pages. They do tend to become digital billboards, don't they? Just a mishmash of specs and product shots, hoping something will stick.
Exactly. And that's pretty much what we dive into. The post is titled Maximize Conversions: Top UX Strategies for Your Product Detail Pages. It's packed with strategies that can make those pages work much harder for your online store.
What I love is that we started by talking about the big no-no, overcrowding the page. I mean, when was the last time anyone enjoyed a cluttered shopping experience, either online or offline?
Never, right? It's like walking into a store and seeing every single product thrown onto the floor. Chaos! And we highlighted how vital it is to keep things simple but informative. One of the key strategies we discuss is the use of high-quality images alongside succinct, compelling descriptions.
Speaking of compelling, that part about storytelling really caught my eye. It's not just about listing features, right? It's about telling a story that connects the product to the customer's life.
Absolutely, storytelling can dramatically boost how relatable a product is. Another thing that I think is a game changer is customization options. Allowing customers to see different variants or personalize a product can significantly increase the engagement time on the page.
Yeah, and more engagement usually translates to better conversion rates. We also touched on mobile optimization, which, as you know, is huge. So many shoppers are on their phones now, and a page that isn't mobile-friendly is, frankly, just a conversion killer.
So true. And there's a section that I found super insightful about incorporating social proof, like reviews and ratings right there on the detail page. It builds trust and can help nudge customers toward making a purchase.
Reviews are gold. I always scroll down to them before I buy anything. Now, for anyone who's keen to really dive deep and get all the juicy details, check out the full post. It's on our website at Blicket.co, and honestly, it's a treasure trove of tips that could make a real difference to your online store.
Yeah, don't just take our word for it. Whether you're a seasoned e-commerce pro or just starting out, I think you'll find some valuable nuggets in there to help turn those browsers into buyers. So give it a read and maybe tweak a few things on your product pages.
And when you do make those tweaks, let us know how it goes. We love hearing about what works, what doesn't, and everything in between.
So, Rachel, hot off the presses, Shopify's rolling out these new AI tools aimed at empowering their merchants. It's all about making online selling a breeze, or at least breezier.
Oh, I was just reading about that. It seems like they're really trying to step up their game. These tools are supposed to help with things like inventory management and marketing insights, right?
Exactly. Think about it. If you're running a store and suddenly you've got this AI buddy that predicts what customers might want next, that's a game changer. Helps you stock smarter, not harder.
That's super useful. But here's what I'm wondering. How intuitive are these tools, really? I mean, there's a difference between helpful suggestions and just getting bombarded with data.
You've got a point. It reminds me of that meme. I guess I'll just sort through this mountain of data myself. But seriously, if they nail this, small businesses could operate like the big wigs without the hefty budget.
Speaking of bigwigs, did you catch that news about eBay closing their R&D center in Israel? It was pretty cutting edge. Surprising move, don't you think?
Yeah, that one had me going, wait, seriously? Especially when you consider that they've been at the forefront of some of the nifty visual search tech. Not sure what's up their sleeve now.
Right. And when you juxtapose that with Shopify's big AI push, it certainly adds an interesting layer to the competitive landscape. It's like one is doubling down on innovation and the other is pulling back.
Now, tossing another giant into the mix. Did you hear about Amazon snagging the Xbox co-founder to spearhead their new team? They're cooking up some breakthrough consumer products.
No way, that's massive. Makes you wonder what kind of gadgets we might be seeing next, huh?
Definitely. And here's the deal. After our chat earlier about maximizing conversions with those UX strategies for product detail pages, it seems like whether you're tweaking a detail page or overhauling your tech, it's all about enhancing that user experience.
Exactly. And looking ahead to our next segment about cross-sell tactics by top DTC brands, it's evident that whether through AI enhancements or strategic selling, it's all interconnected in this quest to deliver more value to customers.
Oh, absolutely. Whether it's smart AI or smart tactics, it's fascinating how all these moves shape a shopper's journey from browsing to buying.
For sure. It's all about getting that edge and keeping things fresh and exciting, both on the back end and the front line of e-commerce.
Couldn't have said it better myself. With technology rapidly evolving, staying ahead of the curve isn't just recommended, it's essential.
Well, stay tuned, folks. The way these companies are maneuvering, I'm sure we're in for some exciting updates and shifts in the e-commerce world.
Yep, always something new around the corner. So, Rachel, jumping right off from Shopify's new AI tools we discussed, it's super cool to see how technology is not just shaping e-commerce platforms, but also powering sales strategies, right?
Exactly. And speaking of sales strategies, I was just thinking about how top direct-to-consumer, or DTC brands, are nailing their cross-sell tactics. It's fascinating, honestly.
Oh, totally. I mean, these brands have this almost spooky knack for suggesting just the right products, like, hey, you bought a camera? How about this trendy camera bag?
Yes, it's like they read our minds, but it's all strategic, of course. They analyze tons of data to understand buying habits and preferences. It's this incredible blend of tech and psychology.
And speaking of data, did you peek at those charts showing U.S. retail e-commerce sales for the first quarter of 2025?
I did. It blew my mind. The growth curve is still shooting up. It makes you wonder, where's the ceiling for e-commerce?
No kidding. Remember when shopping online was this novel concept? And now, it's just a part of our daily lives.
You know, all this data we're seeing, it ties back to how crucial it is for these brands to not just attract customers, but keep them engaged. That's where the real game changer lies. It isn't just about catching their eye, it's about keeping their attention.
Exactly. And that's where those cross-sell strategies shine. It's not pushy. It's more like, hey, we know you like this, so you might actually love this other thing too.
Right. It's all about enhancing the shopping experience. But here's what I'm wondering. With all these advancements in AI, like what Shopify's rolling out, how much more personalized will these suggestions get?
Oh, Rachel, I think we're just scratching the surface. Imagine this. AI that doesn't just suggest products, but understands seasons, trends, even your personal schedule.
Wait, seriously? Oh, hey, we noticed you've got a beach trip next month. Want some trendy sunglasses?
Yes, maybe it's a bit down the road, but we're getting there. And that's going to make shopping online even more irresistible.
As long as they don't start suggesting I buy more coffee mugs, I already have a dozen.
You and your coffee mugs. But after talking about all this high-tech stuff, it's pretty grounding to think about how, at its core, good marketing still comes down to understanding people.
Absolutely, and how we connect one segment of our lives to another. It's the same concept with SEO and online marketing, which, by the way, we're diving into next, looking at the post-traffic SEO shift.
Perfect segue. I'm keen to see how SEO is evolving beyond just driving traffic. Plus, who doesn't want to understand the secret sauce behind the scenes?
Especially if it helps your blog get more visits than just your mom reading it, right?
Hey, my mom thinks I'm a fantastic writer.
No doubt, Max, no doubt. But let's save that deep dive for our next chat.
So, jumping off from our chat about e-commerce marketing strategies, I stumbled upon something super interesting about SEO lately. You know how everything is shifting because of AI and tech?
Oh, definitely. It feels like every day there's something new. But I'm curious, what's this shift in SEO you're talking about?
Right, so there's this new angle called the post-traffic SEO shift. It's not just about driving tons of traffic anymore. Now, it's all about how engaging and meaningful the interaction is. It's more quality over quantity.
That makes so much sense. Like, it's not just about getting visitors, but making sure they find what they need and stick around, huh?
Exactly. It's like hosting a party. You don't just want loads of guests. You want guests who actually enjoy the party and don't just grab a snack and leave.
Perfect analogy, Max. But this gets me thinking, especially with AI becoming a big player in everything. How is SEO keeping up? Is it still even relevant?
Funny you should ask, Rachel. There's actually new research saying that SEO is still pretty crucial in the AI era. The technology may change, but the basics of SEO, like using the right keywords, optimizing your content, and making sure it's accessible, are still golden.
I see. So it's like the core of SEO is still solid, even if the tools we use to achieve it are evolving. What are the experts suggesting?
Oh, speaking of experts, Google's been sharing tips on SEO for AI modes. Basically, it's about making sure your content can be easily processed and understood by AI, like keeping it clear and structured so when an AI, say Alexa, crawls it, everything makes sense at a glance.
Wait, speaking of Alexa, didn't you mention something about Amazon and the New York Times in our next segment?
Yes, they're teaming up to bring news directly to Alexa. It's all about making content accessible and interactive through AI, which ties back seamlessly to what we're discussing with SEO and AI.
That's fascinating. It's like the loop is closing. You have these AI tools that help disseminate information, and then you need AI-savvy SEO to make sure your info plays well with these platforms. It's all interlinked.
Totally. And it's not just about algorithms and bots. I mean, think about the younger folks, or even us, when we're searching something up. We're looking for quick answers. And if a site's playing catch up with its SEO, it's like showing up to a sprint in flip-flops.
Exactly, and nobody wants to be that person. But here's what I'm wondering, with all these adaptations, where does the average Joe who's running a small online shop stand in mastering SEO?
Great question. Honestly, it boils down to keeping up with these changes and understanding that it's not just about piling up keywords anymore. It's about creating value. Whether it's a huge company or a small shop, the principle remains the same. Make your content meaningful and accessible, and you're golden.
Love that. It's all about adding value, not just volume. Thanks for breaking that down, Max. It's super cool to see how classic strategies evolve with new tech.
Anytime, Rachel. And I'm just thinking, as we dive deeper into AI in our next segment, keeping these SEO strategies in mind will probably give everyone a little extra edge.
Can't wait to dive into that. It's always a game changer discussing how tech shakes things up.
So, Rachel, diving right into the thick of things, have you heard about Amazon's new AI deal with the New York Times for Alexa?
Oh, I was just thinking about that. It's pretty fascinating how newspapers are getting cozy with voice-activated helpers. What's the scoop?
Well, it's like your morning coffee meets the future. Imagine waking up, asking Alexa what's in the news, and bam! You get a personalized briefing straight from the New York Times. Super cool, right?
That is cool, but here's what I'm wondering. How does that mesh with what we talked about in our last segment on the shift in SEO and online marketing? This feels like it's also shifting how content is delivered and consumed.
Exactly. It's all about getting the right content to the right people at the right time. Marketers might now think beyond just web and mobile. Voice is the new frontier.
Speaking of new frontiers, did you catch what's going on with Meta and that defense startup, Anduril?
Oh, totally. It's like combining peanut butter and jelly. But for tech geeks, they're working on VR and AR technologies for the US Army. It's not just about gaming anymore. This tech is getting serious.
Definitely serious and a bit intense. VR and AR for military training? I get the efficiency, but it gives you that science fiction becoming reality vibe. Makes you wonder about the implications, right?
For sure. And it ties back to our next segment about customer experiences in e-commerce, actually. Like, imagine using VR to try clothes online before buying.
No way. That would be a game changer. From battling in virtual worlds to shopping in them. But keeping in line with AI, there's another story that caught my eye. Scalar's stocks jumped 10% thanks to AI.
Yeah, security is big business, especially when it's AI-powered. Companies like Scalar are making it safer to do all this cool online shopping and data sharing, protecting us from the digital boogeyman.
I love that term, digital boogeymen. And with more businesses going online, cybersecurity has to keep up. It's kind of like the goalkeeper in soccer, right? The last line of defense.
Absolutely. And with the growth in AI, who knows what the next big thing will be? Maybe AI will start giving us fashion advice, or better yet, making dad jokes.
Let's hope it has better jokes than yours, Max.
Hey now, my jokes are a treasure, rare and priceless. But seriously, it's a wild world of tech out there, and it's only going to get more intertwined with our daily lives.
And that's why we'll keep diving into these topics. From AI in newspapers to VR in shopping, the future is coming fast, and it's fully loaded with tech surprises.
Spot on. It's all about staying curious and keeping up with these tech twists and turns. So, diving straight in from that incredible integration of Amazon AI with the New York Times, it's clear tech is the turbo boost for e-commerce, huh?
Absolutely, Max. And speaking of e-commerce, there's actually something super interesting that Etsy's rolling out. They're testing this new appeals process just for individual listings. It's like, if you're a seller and something goes wrong with a specific product you're selling, you can just challenge that directly.
Oh, that's super cool. It's kind of like when you're playing a video game and you think you've been unjustly defeated, and you wish you could just hit an appeal button.
Exactly. And it totally makes sense from a customer experience angle. It's all about giving more control to sellers, making sure they're not left in the dark if their listings get flagged or something. But here's what I'm wondering. How is this going to affect the buyer's experience?
That's a great point. With more transparency and quicker resolution processes, it could really boost trust. Buyers could feel more confident knowing that sellers are being supported to resolve issues swiftly.
True, but there's always that other side, right? Like, does this make the process more complicated? Could there be more disputes now because appealing becomes an easy option?
I see your point, but check this out. I think it might actually streamline things. By focusing on individual listings rather than the whole store, Etsy is pinpointing the problem areas, which could lead to faster overall solutions.
Well, fingers crossed it works out that smoothly. Now, shifting gears a bit to Amazon, there's news from their camp too. They're going to start adjusting the inbound FBA shipping fees based on measurement discrepancies. It's like if your package dimensions are off, Amazon will recalibrate the shipping fee you owe them.
Wait, seriously? So if I'm a seller and I say my package is smaller than it actually is, Amazon is like a detective with a ruler saying, nope, gonna charge you correctly?
Exactly. It's like a reality check for packaging. This could actually encourage sellers to be more accurate with their info, which could mean fewer surprises for customers at checkout.
That's a win for transparency. And honestly, it ties back to our earlier talk about AI and tech making e-commerce smarter. These types of tools help keep everyone honest and improve the shopping experience overall.
And it gives us, the buyers, a smoother ride, knowing we're not overpaying for shipping because a seller undermeasured their box. This really is like creating fine-tuned instruments in an orchestra where every detail adds to the harmony.
Nice analogy, Rachel. It definitely shows the push towards precision in e-commerce. With tech evolving, who knows what next week will bring in terms of innovations, right?
Oh, absolutely. I can't wait to see how all these changes will mesh together. The future of shopping might just be a few tweaks away.
Wow, Rachel, I can't believe we're already wrapping up week 23 of the e-commerce scoop. Thanks for hanging out with us, everyone.
It's been a fantastic ride today, Max. From diving into the art of perfecting product detail pages to unpacking the latest in AI and e-commerce strategies, there's been a lot to absorb. What stood out to you the most?
Oh, definitely the segment on AI tools in e-commerce. It's like every time we think we've seen it all, bam! Something new and even more exciting pops up. Makes me wonder what I'm going to stumble upon next week.
For me, the discussion on storytelling and simplifying product pages was enlightening. It's not just about selling a product, it's about crafting a narrative. I hope our listeners find these strategies useful for their own online spaces.
Absolutely. And hey, if you enjoyed exploring these topics with us, why not join us again next week? We'll have more e-commerce news, and presumably more of my terrible jokes.
And if you're craving more insights or need some great tools, don't forget to check out blicket.co. There's a treasure trove of resources waiting for you.
Until next time, keep optimizing those shopping carts and maybe sprinkle a little AI magic on them.
Take care, everyone. Keep thinking about how you can transform your online presence. We'll catch you next week for another round of discussions. So long.
Bye.